Hey up viewer, it's hirsute verbose former child James Peck here, and welcome to Wheatley TV. Well, we've got Wheatley chairman and club legend Wayne Ellis doing some late outfield mowing as we prepare to take on the mighty Welbeck today. Well, when you've lost 3 in a row, you're looking for positive signs. I can think of 2 off the top of my head. One is that we've had a lot of rain in the last 48 hours, but it seems to be holding off and should be all day. And 2, oh hello, there's washing on the washing line. This is all good stuff for Wheatley. So we've got Wheatley in the field, and it very much feels like a bowling day today, and we've got 4 changes to tell you about as we take in the first ball of the match from Callum Rutherford. Good start from him. And we've also got a first team debut for our new signing, Alex Ainger. Welcome to North Wheatley Wolverhampton Cricket Club, Alex. Good luck in your first match. Bit of a baptism of fire. Not only is he in front of the Wheatley TV cameras, being watched by thousands of people around the world, he's also playing against the club he's literally just left to join us. So edge goes along the ground to Tom at second slip. Yes, so Johnny went to hospital last week and was assessed, and he's damaged ligaments in his knee. Not as badly as first thought though, so he's been told to rest, but that could mean around a couple of weeks. So get better soon, Johnny. We want to see you back in this side. Lovely from Cal, and Welbeck get their second run. Henry Patterson in his second over. That's streaky shot, and that's the first boundary for Welbeck. Unlucky Henry. Oh, half a worm burner maybe. Oh, that's a fantastic flick off his legs for 4 runs. So 10 overs down, Welbeck 20 without loss. Been a sedate start, but Wheatley have bowled well, but haven't created any major chances, so very much on as even. Keeper from Mad Dog. We've been joined by Wheatley legend and second 11 vice captain and my former boss, Nick Perkis. How you doing, Nick?
I've got an awful lot to answer for one way or another.
Not only did you give me my first full-time job, you also recruited me for Wheatley as well, didn't you?
So yeah, like I said, I've got an awful lot to answer.
If you need anyone to blame, this is the man.
So much to answer for.
How are you feeling then, mate? You're not playing today, I noticed.
No, well, in my mind I'm in my 20s, in my body I'm in my 60s, unfortunately. As witnessed by the one bit of filming you did down here for the second team, when what in my mind was an athletic dive for an attempted catch, on film looked like the sniper shot me in the back and I collapsed in a proverbial heap.
And is this the reason why you're in this predicament now?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Having done one shoulder last year, I've done the other one this year, which at my age takes a long time to actually mend, unfortunately.
Oh, mate.
So it's viewing capacity only, bit of scoring.
No, yeah, that's a key. That's a key role.
Yeah, well, you know, it was myself and Wayne Ellis last week. It was a magnificent double act.
Oh, I can imagine.
Everything covered.
Indeed.
I say you need that.
Oh, it's really well bowled from Cal. Oh, and that's edged, and that's gone. Brilliantly bowled from Cal, and at last Wheatley make the breakthrough.
Chairman, how are we doing? Right, you? Yeah. Bit different day.
So Henry's bowled his allocated spell as a 17-year-old, and Eddie's bringing himself on at the bungalow end. Oh, that's 4 runs down to Barrel's bench. Good shot. It's clipped down towards Sturton Road, and I think that's going to go for 4. Oh, and that's flicked out to the sheep field for 4 on a wonk. So Wheatley will be delighted with that wicket that they prized out in the last session, but as you can see from the score and the overs remaining, It's an attritional day so far. Some really tight bowling from Cal and Henry to start off with, and Eddie's just getting into his spell now. Wheatley going to hope that with Welbeck not getting anywhere fast, they can just nip a few out and get into this middle order. So after one of the shorter spells you'll see from Eddie, we've got Munch coming on to bowl a bit of off spin. Oh, it's dropped at first slip. So the Welbeck 50's up, 20 overs gone, and we've got another change of bowling after Cal's brilliant spell. We've got Jamie Sizer coming on. Huge appeal, and it's been turned down. I think that was going down. And that's been punched all the way out. Oh, it's good stuff from Jamie. He's going to look to bowl wicket to wicket here with Mad Dog up to the stumps, and on a sluggish pitch it's going to be tough to get away. Oh, that's so close. Brilliant bowling from Jamie. So Eddie's hobbled off the pitch. Oh God, we don't need another injury. So that will make Tarzan the captain on the field at the moment. Wheatley are going to start this set with 10 men. Oh, that has been slammed out to Cal, and he's fielded it brilliantly. Oh, that's gone straight through Mad Dog, thunked into the sight screen for 4 byes. Welbeck are halfway through their overs, they're 65 for 1. So that's stopped by Dog, but that's going to be a wide. And Wheatley have bowled really tightly, fielded brilliantly close in, and even though these Welbeck batsmen have been displaying heroic levels of patience, it must be being tested by now. And that's slammed out to Alex Ainger, who does a tumbling stop long on, keeps it to a single. Oh, and that's just over the top of Alex. That's gone for 4. Oh, that's gone straight up in the air, and Mad Dog's called it, and he's taken it brilliantly, and that's 2 down. So the pressure told there for a Welbeck. Wheatley being rewarded for some really tight bowling and fielding. And, flatter delivery from Munch first up for this number 4. Oh, that's really well bowled. And again. Oh, lovely little dink round the corner. That's going down for 4 runs. Eddie's back on the field at gully. As that swung away brilliantly to the car park for 4. Oh, brilliant stuff from Jimmy. Oh, that's an intriguing shot. Well, it's Eddie's turn this week to be hobbling around. He's popped himself at first slip. I don't think we're going to be seeing him bowling. So 20 overs to go. Welbeck have done really well in this last little session. 86 for 2 now, and they're going to probably be aiming for something around the 200 mark, but it's incredibly tough to get anything away on this pitch. Oh, spectacular stuff from Mad Dog. Oh, Mad Dog's getting some fearful stick. Oh, outside edge. And it's misfielded, but that's a brilliant piece of running there, well watched. Oh, Cal has somehow, I didn't get that on camera, but Cal at that point has somehow kicked that to mid-off. I suppose that's a top bit of fielding in the end. That's coming down towards me. Flick fine, that's 4 runs. Nice shot. Oh, it's a huge appeal again, and again it's been turned down. That's gone straight up in the air, and Tongi is going to take it really well. 3 down. So Wheatley really applying the squeeze here, and it's starting to pay off. That chap batted really well for 38. Nicely flicked. Eddie's just been moved out of the 45 position to go to slip. So that was well thought out there. So I'm sure Munch will be delighted as an off spinner to be bowling a left-hander. We love left-handers. So after Jamie's spell, we've got Callum Harrison coming on, Tarzan himself. Huge appeal, has been turned down. So there's 14 overs to go, 107 for 3 Welbeck are, and they'll be looking to press the accelerator here, I would have thought. Cal's first bowl to this left-hander. Oh, good start. That has been launched over Topper's head into the tennis courts for 6. Great shot. It's been launched straight up in the air and it's fallen in between 2 fielders. For 1. Oh, that's gone behind Munch. Oh, and is that stumping? Brilliant stuff from Dog. Well, with the ball before that wicket, Munch chucking it behind himself to mid-on. It's clearly a very, very shrewd tactic, and it's paid off. Another left-hander in here for Welbeck. Oh, there's a Wheatley worm burner there. Oh, brilliantly bowled by Cal. And he's done him. So after a really great spell from Munch, we've got Toppers coming on. Let's see what he can do. Lovely stuff from Dog. Not going to prevent a wide though. Oh, and again from Dog. Brilliant stuff from him. Oh, that's been a very tough chance from Toppers. It's been put down. That's launched, and that's another 6. Brilliant batting. Welbeck will be feeling like they've just unleashed the shackles a little bit here. That's a good single. Love it. Single after a 6, you know me.
We both agree that you'll bowl well today. Thank you. Best spell job I've ever seen you bowl.
Oh, that's an amazing piece of work from Mad Dog behind the stumps. Gosh, he really is a gun keeper.
You get some good keepers at this level. Yeah.
100% Oh.
Good, Mad Dog.
Oh, a little dink down. That is an amazing shot. And Sizzler just about pulls it back in. Good grief, if you played a shot like that 20 years ago in club cricket, you'd be burnt inside a giant wicker man for being a witch around these parts. Sorcery! That's drilled out past Toppers into the tennis courts for 4 runs. Great shot. Oh, bit of pop. Last 5 overs, 157 for 6. Nicely played out towards the car park, and that's 4 runs. Good bit of fielding off his own bowling there by Toppers. Oh, what an effort by Cal. That's gone for 4. Another triple dive almost there. So we've got Henry Patterson there coming back on, just measuring out his run. And this chap facing is on 41. He's batted really, really well. He's sort of knitted together this Welbeck innings. Hit some massive shots as well. Oh, it's an extraordinary shot down to Toppers a beat deep backward square, and it's only going to be 1. Really well bowled from Henry. Come down the pitch, launch down, and that's 4 runs. Really well struck. And Dog gets another stumping. Really well bowled from Callie's. Run past a quicker one, and the score's 180 for 7. Flicked out, and Cal's gonna launch it back in, and that's his 50. Really well played, and I think that knock is worth a hell of a lot more than 50 on this pitch and with this this bowling today. Well played, sir. So 4 balls left. Welbeck on 186 for 7.
Catch!
Oh, it's gone straight through Alex's hands, and that's a 4, and they're on 190.
Head up.
Oh, and he's bowled him. Well deserved for Henry. And I think that was the last ball. Yet again, I've miscounted. There's apparently 1 ball left, but that ends a really brilliant knock. Fantastic. Drilled back down the ground. Cal fields. Oh, and they come back for 2. Wow, fantastic running. And Welbeck finish on 194 for 8. I think they'll be delighted with that after a very obdurate start. Wheatley have bowled and fielded brilliantly until the wheels came off slightly in the last few overs there. But they'll be delighted with their efforts, and we've got a hell of a match in our hands, I reckon. So you join us at the start of Wheatley's innings. You'll notice that lion-maned Callum Harrison is opening the batting after his quite majestic 91 last week against Clippo. He was batting at 9 against Notts Arnold, so it just shows what an improvement he's made. And at the other end, the monolithic figure of Tom Waterfield, who's playing against his old club. He opened the batting for them last year in their championship winning season, but of course, thanks to the truncated nature of it with old COVID McGee, it meant that they weren't promoted to the Notts Prem. But here they are, defending 194. A very good score, I think, on this pitch. Bit of left arm seam. Ugh. Shouldn't be allowed. Come the revolution, they're first in the overcrowded Shark Tank. Oof, the bowl.
Good start, guys. Good start.
5 for Wheatley, they're off the mark.
Come on here, lad. Come on here.
That's edged and well stopped. Second slip, I think it bounced just in front of him. Lovely flick. Oh, and it wasn't a lovely flick. It was in Welbeck's estimations, I would have thought. Tom has flicked it straight to mid-wicket, and Wheatley are 1 down. Here's Munchin at 3 for Wheatley. Oh, and he's shot down on a vicious looking Yorker. That's an edge and that's gone. Cal goes and 2 down for Wheatley.
But you know, you're not aware really.
Ooh.
Focused on your own.
Lovely little clip from Tongy. Just back at his square on the leg side. And they're thinking about the third, but I think for the best. They've turned it down. Welbeck have started off really accurately here. Bowled really well, especially this chap. Munch doesn't need to get run out now. It's an extravagant flick by Tongy. Yet again, this time he's timed it much better, although it's going to get caught up in a little rasp. And they come back for 3. Well run. Let's play up Tongy. It's the offside, and it's going to roll towards the cast for 4. Shot. A lovely shot by Munch. They're going to go for the single here, and that's good running. I think Wheatley are going to have to do this because boundaries are going to be at a premium today. So 10 overs gone for Wheatley, 25 for 2. We've got a change of bowling, still left arm seam. 2 left arm seamers. This is just antisocial now. Oh, it's an edge. It's come down to me, and that's 4. So the score at 31 for 2 after 12 overs. We've got Wheatley coach Paul Knight. How are you doing, Paul?
Very good, Pecky. How are you going today? The sun's come out now.
Isn't it glorious? Yeah, it was looking a bit dicey early on, but at least the sun's come out now. Hopefully drying out this wicket in this outfield.
Yeah, unfortunately the groundsman cut the outfield in the wet on Friday and left a bit of grass, but Mr. Ellis, the chairman, did a fine job. Thomas the tank engine, lawnmower man.
We caught a bit of that at the start of play, I think. Yeah, top work from Wayne.
Very good work from Wayne, to be honest. Missed one patch, but that's because we started cricket rather than being a grounds person. It's the wicket's playing pretty. That's okay.
Yeah, fine, mate. Don't worry.
I'm not photogenic for the photo.
Okay, so the wickets played quite well all the way through, to be honest. There's been a couple that's kept low and 1 popper.
Indeed. I think I sort of called their score probably slightly over par for the course. Do you think, Paul?
Well, we thought it was a 220 wicket.
Really? Right. Okay.
Yeah, today. And thought the boys bowled exceptionally well again, opening, Cal and Henry.
They really did.
And unfortunately Henry seems to hit the edge and it goes for 4 in gaps this week, not to old age pensioners. Sorry, Mr. Harrison. But we still managed to drop a couple of catches, which meant they got a few more than what they probably should have done. But the star of the show, the dog.
I mean, I'm going to put together a compilation at the end of the season of Mad Dog's best moments.
Yeah.
But there's 2 definite ones today.
Oh, that leg side stumping off a wide was just phenomenal.
Really was.
Yeah.
It's just magnificent.
Yep. And of course there was the pirouetting call of wood, wood, wood. And of course Mr. Dog is Aaron Wood. Didn't say Aaron's. I think he's forgotten his first name because he's so used to being called Dog. And that's a fine 4 from Luke Tong off a reasonably full ball from the second left armour. Lovely shot, Tongy.
Super stuff.
Hopefully these 2 can build a nice little partnership, but we don't put commentators' curses on these things.
No. After the last couple of matches, I'm shutting up.
And on that note, I will leave you for now.
Cheers, Paul. And that's a huge appeal, and the umpire has not moved. So, 16 overs gone. The Wheatley 50 is up. 50 for 2 at the moment. All bowled. This is going to be close. Oh, and he had to run around the bowler there and just about escaped. Well, that was Munch's first run for a while. He's been in 14 overs I suppose, and he's on 3. But this is the sort of watchful start that Welbeck had, and we need someone to anchor this innings at the moment. Tongi being the slightly more expressive of the two batsmen in this partnership. It's an obdurate block. Oh, that's an inside edge, and we had a pretty good view of that, how close that was to leg stump.
Very close to leg.
Millimetres. Oh. Munch is getting a thorough working over here in the first over after drinks. This is going to be really close. Oh, and it's hit Tongi on the shoulder. I think he's okay. Welbeck captain Richard Stroh just checking with him, and he's all right. As I just mentioned, Mr. Stroh, he's a proper captain, proper leader of men. You might be able to hear him barking instructions at his charges in his familiar South African brogue. He's got to ignore all the noise around him and just stick it out here, Munch. He's nuggety character. Got to keep inside his own head here. That's a huge shot from Munch, and that's a nice release for him. That is a magnificent shot from Tongi, and that's 4 runs. Change of bowling at the bungalow end. It looks like we're going to have a bit of leg spin. Oh yes, please. Proper art form. Munch comes down the pitch, and that is back for 4. And Munch has launched that out towards the sheep field for 4. Well, that shot brought up the 100 for Wheatley. These two batted really well. And Tongi is on 45. Munch has raced on to 30 after a very stodgy start. Lovely flick by Tongi. That's 4 runs, and that is his first half century of the season. He's batted brilliantly, and he is taking Wheatley into an important phase of the game here. He needs to keep going. We're on Nelson. And Nelson strikes. So Wheatley have got 22 overs to get 83. We're 3 wickets down. That's 82 to get. That is a massive shot. That's in just next to me for 4. So swept down fine, and that's 4. Shot by Munch. That has been launched down the ground. That's into the bungalow garden for 6. Fantastic stroke by Toppers. As the hedge suggests, we're not allowed in that garden. Toppers launches that. Next ball for 4. That's another massive 6 from Toppers. Absolutely incredible. He moves on to 33. Oh, Toppers has launched it up in the air. It's going to land safely, thankfully for Wheatley. And they're not going to get back much. And the total is coming down and down and down. Our target now is 29. Oh, it's just drop short of him. Oh, that has been unceremoniously dismissed by Toppers for 4. Fantastic stroke. Munch plinks it back to the bowler and Wheatley lose their 4th wicket. Well, that's so unfortunate for Munch. He was within spitting distance of his half century. He's been like a little barnacle today with a tidal wave of bowling going over him. He hasn't quite managed to make it to the end. So here's Alex Ainger making his Wheatley first 11 debut. And he was a Welbeck player lesson 2 weeks ago. And he's off the mark of his first ball. Well played. That's a huge appeal, and it's been turned down. So the opener's back on. Toppers on 49. Wheatley have got 14 to win off 8 overs. Lovely shot by Toppers.
Shot, Toppers!
And that's gone
Well
out
batted, lad!
to the extra cover boundary for 4.
All the way, mate, come on!
That's his first half century for Wheatley. And he's obviously got a huge amount of confidence from his performance last week. And this is a brilliant knock at just the right time. Toppers launches that out. Is that going to win? It's not. It's going to pull up. So they're going to come back for 3. And the scores are level. Toppers absolutely smashes that for 6. What a win for Wheatley. Absolutely tremendous stuff. I told you we were a resilient side last week, and this has proven it. The confidence we've got from that performance from Clippo coursing through this team, and Toppers leading the reply. So pleased for him, so pleased for Alex to finish the match on the winning side against his old side. Well played to Welbeck. They've huffed and puffed all day. They've really tried their hearts out, but in the end we've had 3 superb knocks. 1 by Toppers, 1 by Tongi and 1 by Munch. Well, Wheatley break the sequence of 3 losses against Welbeck, who before this match were 2nd in the table, so this really is a superb victory. And what a lovely afternoon it's been. Well, thanks so much for joining us up here at the Wheatley Oval, and we'll see you next week. All best.